Hello and welcome to another video on Bacon FC. I know I haven't done my Matchday 1 and 2 predictions, but today we are doing the Matchday 3 predictions. I'll try and predict every single matchday of both the Premier League and the Championship, so that'll be a challenge. Anyways, let's begin. So starting us off, it's Arsenal versus Brighton. Brighton had quite the underwhelming season last year, but this season it looks like it might change. We also have Arsenal, who will probably lose Ian Nketiah soon, who will probably go to Crystal Palace. I'll go Arsenal 1, Brighton 0, but Brighton could get a goal. Now we have Nottingham Forest against Wolves. Nottingham Forest are 7th and Wolves are 19th. Wolves were terrible against Chelsea when they lost 6-2, and they need to sort something out soon. Nottingham Forest recently lost to Newcastle on penalties in the Carabao Cup, but it was a decent performance from Forest. For this game, I'll go for a 1-0 win for Forest. Wolves haven't looked great this season. Now we have Leicester against Champions League Aston Villa. Leicester sit 15th and Aston Villa sit 12th. One thing I know for sure, Leicester probably aren't being relegated. It's early on in the season, so I can't say they are 100% staying up, but for now they look alright. Villa finished 4th last season, which is crazy, so they'll probably end up like Newcastle and have a worse season the next year. I'll go 1-1 for this game. Now we have Ipswich versus Fulham. Fulham are currently 10th and Ipswich are 18th. Ipswich can have a break after playing Liverpool and Manchester City in their first 2 games back. Fulham have looked alright, and I think they'll beat Ipswich 1-0. Although Ipswich could get a point from this game depending on how they play. Now we have Brentford versus Southampton. Southampton haven't gotten a win this season and have just looked poor. Brentford as well haven't really been starting Ivan Toney, and I think he's probably gonna leave in January. Maybe to Arsenal or Chelsea. I'll go Brentford 2-0 win. Now it's Everton versus Bournemouth. Honestly, what the hell is going on at Everton? They were rubbish against Spurs. Everton are gonna be in a relegation battle if they don't wake up. Bournemouth have looked good as well, almost beat Newcastle. I'll go for a 2-0 win for Bournemouth. Now it's Manchester City versus West Ham. Honestly, everyone says at the start of the season Man City's reign is gonna end, but it probably won't. Holland's been amazing as always. De Bruyne isn't going to Saudi Arabia. It's gonna end Man City 3, West Ham 1. Now it's Chelsea against Crystal Palace. It's the battle of the Blue London teams. Palace have disappointed me so far, 2 games and 2 losses, when in reality we should be getting 3 points from both. No blame to Glasner though. Anyone who says Glasner out probably didn't watch Roy Hodgson Crystal Palace. If it wasn't for him, we would probably be playing Oxford and Plymouth. Switching the attention though to Chelsea, they've looked amazing. Madueke is looking good, although Sterling is probably leaving, possibly to go to Man United. I'll go Chelsea 2-1, but maybe Palace can get a draw if we play better than against Brentford and West Ham. Now we have Newcastle against Tottenham. Newcastle barely drew to Bournemouth, Spurs drew to Leicester. Newcastle were trying to sign Mark Ge, but have finally given up after multiple attempts. I'll say this right now, it'll be a 1-1 draw, but Spurs will maybe get 3 points. Now it's the big game. Manchester United vs Liverpool. The battle of the bald managers. Man United have done a lot of signings. They've signed Joshua Zirkzee, Lena Euro, Matthijs de Ligt, and Nasser Mazraoui. Liverpool have signed Chiesa. Yeah, 1 signing for Liverpool. Could Chiesa be the replacement for Salah if he's leaving in January? I'm probably overthinking things. Let's talk about United though. Lost to Brighton 2-1. Like, are you for real? They lost and just beat Fulham. It's not looking good for United. I'm saying it, Liverpool win 2-0. No goals for United. Anyways, that is my game week 3 predictions for the Premier League. I might do a Nations League predictions video, who knows, since it is the international break soon. Anyways, bye.